First, I'll show you one of the largest yet most secret cultural monuments in LA. This beautiful mammoth structure sits atop a peaceful ocean bluff, yet it can be heard for miles around. Does that ring any bells? I visited the Korean Friendship Bell in San Pedro to find out more about this amazing monument. Did you know that Los Angeles is home to many Asian iconic historic and cultural landmarks? Today, I'm standing in front of the least known, perhaps one of the most misunderstood Asian monuments that stands atop a windswept hillside bluff in San Pedro. The Korean Bell of Friendship is a massive bronze bell housed in a stone pavilion in Angel Skate Park in San Pedro, California. The bell was presented by the Republic of Korea to the American people to celebrate the bicentennial of the United States and to symbolize friendship between the two nations. Joining me today is the Executive Director of the Korean Friendship Bell Preservation Committee, Ernest Lee. Thank you for taking the time for speaking with me today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for being at the Korean Friendship Bell.
I'm sure a lot of people pass by this neighborhood every day, including myself. I've only found out about the significance of this friendship bell maybe 4 years ago. So what is the history behind the bell and the significance behind it?
The Korean Friendship Bell was originally a gift to the people of the United States from the people of the Republic of Korea to celebrate the bicentennial jubilee of the American independence, but it also aims to honor the veterans of the Korean War. So in a way, it is a gift that was symbolizing not only the friendship, but the blood bond that exists between two nations in their history. For every 4th of July celebration, we ring it 13 times. But for other holidays, we ring it 33 times, which symbolizes universality because it spreads the sound in all directions and then returns to the center for the 33rd ring. You can see the roses of Sharon, which is the national flower of Korea, adorning a traditional motif. And here's the language of dedication from the Korean people to the people of the United States, 4th of July, 1976. And the seal of the United States. And then as we move along, you will see the 4 pairs of figures. The goddess Liberty and the Korean representation of an angel.
What does it actually sound like?
It sounds like, an 18-ton bell would sound. Very heavy, but very awesome. I guess majestic. It has a reverberation and bass note that carries. And there's actually something unique to the Korean bell, which is the whole building is actually incorporated as an instrument. There's a convex bowl that's placed underneath, and then there's a windpipe at the top, also called yongtong.
Oh, wow.
And when you strike a bell, the sound wave basically reverberates back and forth, creating almost like a human speech-like quality to the tone, because it gets stronger and then it gets weaker, and it gets stronger and it gets weaker. Here is the dedication or inscription that's in Korean. It's a literal translation of what was written on the other side in English. It's actually a very well thought out paragraph. Yes. So it refers to the American bicentennial and how the friendship and trust between the two nations is so important. And in many aspects, the inspiration for wealth, prosperity, and freedom that the Americans represent, and how that becomes the foundation for the human advancement.
Explain to me a little bit about the designs and the colors of the pavilion.
Yes, I was told that that's actually a various representation of roses of Sharon, a little different from like a traditional lotus that you would find here. It does have the seafoam green, coral, and red, and earth tone, And they also have gold, which was really brought back through this restoration process. What's also unique about the Korean bell is that it's struck with a clapper that's essentially a log that's hung from the outside of the bell. Whereas the Western bells, the clapper would be inside, and you move the bell back and forth. This one actually you strike it from the outside, and because the reverberation that's required for the true sound of the bell. And so the bellmaster just did a beautiful job and actually not only repairing the surface and recoating it, but they also tuned it. And so the bell sounded better than ever.
Ernest and I, we are about to make TV history on Asian Voices to symbolize peace and unity among all the Asian communities here in Southern California. We hereby strike the bell. Ready?
Yes.
As a Korean American, I am personally very inspired by the history and the significance behind the Friendship Bell, and I thank you so much for your time and for all your efforts.
Well, thank you so much for being here, and you're welcome anytime.